Alright, so today I'm doing a tier list of Dynasty Warriors 8 Xtreme Legends Complete Edition DLC. I've also messed around with audio settings a bit, so this probably sounds a bit different. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first one on the list is the Background Music Pack. Now this adds 8 different tracks. The thing about it is, you have to select them before going into a level. And that means you won't hear the default level music. And on top of this, it's £5.60. So, looking at that, you know, £5.60 ain't exactly the cheapest thing. And it's the tracks that you probably won't really hear anyway. So I'm tempted to put it somewhere around here. Don't know where. Let me just quickly take a look at the other DLC on this list. We'll drop it in F tier, start off strong. Anyway. Base theme pack. Well, this is £7 basically. And you get 5 base themes, of which you're only going to be able to use one at a time. Or your favourite one. And that's all that this pack contains. £7. One base theme overhaul? Nah. Right, next up we got Dynasty Warriors 7 Original Costume Pack. Now I think this is actually the first one. Ah yes, this is the first one where you get the... So this one's actually only £4. But you only get you only get 19 officers worth of clothing. I also think Dingfen's counted twice on this list, so I don't know what that's about, but overall, clothing options you get aren't that great. Like, there are better costume packs out there if you're looking for wacky costumes, but these are like somewhat halfway in between normal costumes and regular wacky costumes. But for that reason, I put it in E tier because it's only £4, so you might get some use out of it, but it's not really anything to go crazy over. Original Costume Pack 2 for Dynasty Warriors 7. Now, this one, yeah, sure, you get the costumes for 65 of the officers, but it costs £13.60 for a costume pack. I mean, yeah, sure, some of the costumes are alright, they're pretty good, but at the same time, I can judge it by like the other original costume packs and how many they compete with. It's sort of like the problem that original costume packs have. They're all competing with each other in a sense of you can only put one skin on an officer at a time, and at that point it's sort of like, oh, which ones do you like the most? So the more costume packs you own, the less and less likely you are to use these skins. And some of these skins just outright are stuff that you think, yeah, no, I don't want my officer to wear that anyway. So, for that reason, F tier, but I'm going to put it above the background music pack. Similar here, it's basically the second. Also, the other thing about it is it's Dynasty Warriors 7 Original Costume Pack, so if you had played Dynasty Warriors 7, it's literally the same costume pack that would have been sold there. So, at that point, it's like they've basically reported all the costumes from that game and resold that for £13.50. Yeah. This one I'm going to put in the same category because it's another Dynasty Warriors 7 Original Costume Pack and done free, but I'm going to put it above the other one because I think I use more costumes out of that one than I do out of that one. Japanese voice option. Now this DLC is free, and you can also turn the game into Japanese language if you want to. So if you speak Japanese, it's a bonus, because if you only speak Japanese and you don't speak English, you literally just have this option to go to. And if you don't speak Japanese but only speak English, you don't have to download additional voice files and all that stuff. So, but you can if you want to. So the thing about it is, it's S tier because it's free, it's an option, and it doesn't bloat the game if you don't need that option. Absolutely amazing. New stage and animal pack. Now this costs 12 quid. But it has 8 battlefields, each having 3 battles on them. Now these 8 battlefields are from old games. So for example, when looking at it, you got like a stage from Dynasty Warriors 4, some stages from Dynasty Warriors 3, or stage from Dynasty Warriors 3, stage from Dynasty Warriors 6, 5, 7, like all the old games, like from 2 to 7, you got some battles from it. And on top of that, they make a new scenario on each stage where you have to get the battle for the animal. Now the good thing about these are, a lot of these are actually also really good for farming weapons, because it's just a lot of officers on those stages in the special battles. So for example, I've uploaded a video to this channel, U Province Animal Battle. Now this is from that pack, and it's a really fun stage. It's my favourite stage in the entire game. And on top of that, well, you just got some other quite quality battles in there, and they all take place across 8 maps that aren't in the game. So these are new maps that you can access at this point. They're not old maps with new scenarios, they're completely new. Well, not completely new because they're from old games, but you get my point. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in S tier. New stage and camp symbol pack. Now, the camp symbols are kind of whatever in my opinion. I don't really rate them, to be honest. And the DLC costs 15 quid, so that's going to be a bit But at the same time, the stages they do add, I mean, they're kind of memorable. Like, they got some really fun ones, or really they just have a bunch of interesting stages. It's not really like, I can't actually remember much of them. I remember a few of them. And they do give you quite a few things to do, and they're all special themed stages, so it's pretty alright. That said, like, the thing about, I'm going to knock down the animals to A tier, because although that you get animals for it, none of them beat out their base game animals. And I'm going to put this behind it in A tier, because, well, get these new stages and all that, but the camp symbols aren't really that special. But overall, these are great stage packs, like, between them, absolutely amazing stuff. Is it worth it? Only if you can afford it, but really, they add to the game. They're not really like something that's taken away from the game. Next up, we got Old Costume Pack 1. Now this costs 2 quid, so for a costume pack, it's not bad. And it does come from Dynasty Warriors 3, so I might be a bit biased. But the issue that you have is it depends on if you actually want to dress up your characters like they used to look in the older games, or if you'd rather have them in their more modern outfits, or if you own DLC such as this, or if you have them in weird wacky outfits. And I kind of put them in weird wacky outfits, so I don't really get much use out of these. But keeping in mind that all 4 of these old costume packs still cost about, like, just over half as much as one of these packs. So, looking at that, they're not really that bad. But at the same time, it's like, it's more or less for nostalgia purposes. Now, a lot of people say Dynasty Warriors 4 is the best game. A lot of people say Dynasty Warriors 3 is the best game. Some people say 5. No one said 6. But so, you know, for that reason, I'm going to think to put 3 and 4 in here, 5 here, and 6 down here. Because who would want to dress up their characters like Dynasty Warriors 6? Next, so we have Original Costume Pack. Now, this costs 16 quid 50. However, unlike the other original costume packs, it's actually made for this game. So there is that going for it. But at the same time, really expensive, and unless you're into that sort of thing where they all have weird costumes, it's not really what you're looking for. Like, for the price you're paying, yeah, sure, I get it's custom artwork that these people worked on the costume. You know, these are really unique costumes and all that stuff. But overall, it's for a cosmetic pack like that to be the most expensive DLC in this game. Even more expensive than New Stage and Camp Symbol pack. I don't know, it just doesn't. I just can't recommend it in good faith, even though I own them and use them often. I can't say that they're amazing DLCs because they're not. Powerful weapon pack. This is an immediate S tier, and the reason for that is it just makes you just get a load of weapons, and it's 4 quid, right? So this is only for the officers that were in Dynasty Warriors 8, but for 4 quid, you're getting 77 weapons, and they're all 5-star weapons, and we're going with that. They add 12 stages where you collect those weapons. So at that point, it's like you're getting 12 stages, you're getting easy weapons. Those easy weapons are powerful. You can equip pretty much any officer you want with those weapons, barring the 5, barring the 5 that have been added into Xtreme Legends. All the base game officers, you get these amazingly powerful weapons. You got some new stages to play them on, and overall, they're quite fun. Soldier, Officer, and Uniform Pack. Again, this is 4 quid. Now, the interesting thing about this is you can customize what your troops look like in Ambition mode and Free mode. So basically, you might have seen some of my videos, I have them run around like demons, like this, and my sides run around looking like something else. Now, as far as cosmetic DLC goes, I say this one's really funny in the sense of like it can change up quite a bit in the gameplay. Well, not really in the gameplay, but looks in the gameplay. It really does. I know it does something for me. It feels like, yes, this is, you get a lot of use out of it because you can only, the only way to change what your troops look like is with this pack. So at that point, you're getting a lot of mileage out of it. You can change it around. You have options of like 5 different things, like the 5 things you see here are the 5 things, but overall, if you want to have something like this, it's absolutely great. In fact, I am thinking it might even be B tier. Just, I don't know, it's a cosmetic pack, so yeah, I'm going to put it top of C. That is where I'm going to put it, because it's relatively cheap, and it's good fun. If you do have it, you're going to use it, basically. Special costume pack and special weapon. Now, don't be fooled by it saying special weapon, because, well, special weapon, although it's a 5-star weapon, is the weakest 5-star weapon in the game, and it's Zhao P's weapon, like the double-edged blade thing. So, and really all it does is go with his doctor outfit that you can get from one of the other DLCs. I can't remember which one. But, yeah, no, it's like a giant scalpel, double-ended scalpel. So yeah, it's literally just you pick it up in an Obtain DLC tab, you don't get anything else for it. It's just, yeah. So it's not like it's adding any stages or anything. Now, the costumes that they add, it adds the original Dynasty Warriors costumes, which is good. But it also adds some weird other costumes for certain characters, like called exclusive costume. Now, I don't know, exclusive costumes aren't too great in my opinion. Like, unless you like women with cat ears, in which case this pack is definitely for you. Because, actually no, it only has two. The next pack is the more of the cat ears one, but yeah, nah, overall, it's not like anything special. Yeah, it's just some costume pack. I'm gonna put in D tier. Now, this thing here, second one, it adds Mandarin gowns and more of those cat ear costumes, and also as well as some Tecmo Koei costumes for like free officers. Now, I think these are references to other games, but I'm not really sure. Like, you see my Zhao Yin running around in it all the time. So, I mean, for that reason, I'm kind of gonna give it a C tier, mainly because I use some of these costumes. I don't know, although, I put it in D, but top of D, I guess. I don't want to put it too high up, because it does cost £5.60 and it's 10 costumes total, so and the other one's 9 costumes, so it's like, well, the other one only costs £4.80, but it's kind of a lot per costume, you know. Unique weapon pack, easy S tier again. Thing about this one is it adds another 12 stages, another 77 5-star weapons. Basically like the powerful weapon pack, but different. So at that point you can have a lot of different weapons with a lot of different affinities across these officers. So out of the gate you could be wielding 2 5-star weapons with them as long as you can beat the stages with one character. It really is quite nutty. And again, this one costs another £4, so between them that's £8, but ranking them individually is £4 each. It's great. You don't have to worry about gathering some powerful weapons. You have powerful weapons at that point. It's really interesting in the sense that, like, if you do want to unlock the last weapons, like the 5-star weapons from the base game are weaker than them, but the 6-star weapons from the Xtreme Legends are stronger than them. So it's not like they're the best of the best, but they are basically second best. The unique weapon pack, a bunch of the items do look weird, whereas the powerful weapon pack, they look more serious, but again, that's all down to personal preference. The stages that they have, I don't know, they kind of have weird conditions on them in this unique weapon pack. So, yeah. I know, it's definitely a worthwhile DLC. Wallpaper pack. This costs £10 for wallpapers that you see in loading screens. I mean, I think it's better than the background music pack and the base theme pack because you actually see them if you have them set on. You know, they're not bad wallpapers, I'd say. Like, you know, you've got some pretty good wallpapers in there. But £10 for wallpapers? Nah. weapon system and upgrade pack. Now, the only thing that's holding this DLC back is the fact that it costs 10 quid 60. Because otherwise, I'd rate it quite highly. Because it does add 6 new stages, so as far as stages go, it'd be over here. But can I really say that 10 quid 60 is worth 6 stages for weapons where you get weapons that you're not going to use? No, of course not. I will say it is somewhere around here, I know it, but I can't really say where. I can't find the place. Ooh. I think it's going to have to be... If I put it at top of E... Yeah, why not? I'll put it at top of E. I know, then kind of like... Because I feel like it kind of beats out that one. I feel like it kind of has to beat these ones, so if I go like that, I feel like that makes more sense. Yeah. Oh no, it is really tough. Because I know, it's like the weapons you get, no one has EX attacks with them, so it's not really like you want to use them because you want to be using people's X weapons. If you want to mess around with weapons, yeah, they're usually good. The 6 new stages, they aren't bad, but they're not really worth the price tag. Oh man, it is hard. I'm going to throw it like that. That's the way I'm going to put it. Yeah, I like that. That I can do with. Weapon system pack. This is 4 quid 80. It's 3 new weapons. And nothing else. It just adds 3 new weapon types. Add 6 new weapon types, it adds 3 new weapon types. Again, no EX attacks. No nothing like that. They're kind of just there for that reason. I mean, they are gameplay DLC, that's the thing, like, they do affect gameplay, but for their price, you know, D tier, I'm going to D tier them. And that's how it's going to do. Yeah, that's how I feel like the tier list is. In S tier, we got Japanese voice option, powerful weapon pack, and unique weapon pack. A tier are new stage and animal pack, and new stage and camp symbol pack. B tier is empty. C tier is soldier and officer costume, your uniform pack. Then we got Dynasty Warriors 3 and Dynasty Warriors 4 costumes. Dynasty Warriors 5 costumes. Makes it all cheap. The expensive weapon pack for the new stages. The other less expensive weapon pack for the new weapons. The special costume packs. Like, I'm not sure. I mean, they're not too expensive, but they're not too cheap either. We got Dynasty Warriors 6 costume packs because it's Dynasty Warriors 6. And we got the Dynasty Warriors 7 Fantasy costume packs, which is a relatively cheap one, but I'm going to put this above that. Although that one you do get... no, you can't, because this one you do get like way more costumes. But I can't just throw the hate on Dynasty Warriors 6. Then we got the original costume pack, the Dynasty Warriors 7 original costume pack 2, and there's original costume pack 1. Makes it really overpriced for... I mean, I get yeah, the reskins and all that, but you know, the new, each character's got some new art on them and whatnot, but it's just very expensive for skins. It's good if you want to have a laugh, but not much else, really. Then we got the wallpaper pack, because it's 10 quid for wallpapers. Got the background music pack, because it's $5.60 for background music that you probably won't select a lot of the time. And we got base theme pack, because you're paying 7 quid for basically to equip one of the 5 base themes, and this is going to be your most favourite base theme, and you're not really going to change it from that, but you still paid 7 quid for that. So, yep, that is my opinion on the tier list of DLC. Everything up here is definitely worth buying. Everything down here is not as worth buying. Maybe this one if you want extra, like, you know, the 6 extra stages, but there aren't no. I mean, I could bump it up a bit, but No, I already went through the thing. I'm not going to bump it up. The thing about it is, yeah, sure, it's 6 stages, but yes, it's over 10 quid, so, you know, next nearest thing is this for 12 quid, but that adds 24 stages. You know, there's a very significant difference between 6 and 24. You know, the only reason these get away with being as expensive as they are is literally because they add so many new stages to the game. Like, you can be playing a lot more in free mode from it, and these are cheap and cheerful for the amount of stages and content that they add. Like, really good. And that's the only reason why these are up there and everything else is down here. It's because this adds really good stuff. This adds basically nothing. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you have a good day.